Let's get right into this. Suno 4.5. Also want to say I'm traveling, so I know a bit of a weird angle, and I'm also wearing a robe. Never worn a robe for a YouTube video, so I guess two new things trying out today. Going here, this is what's new about 4.5. Let's go here. Expanded genres and genre mashups, enhanced voices, more complex sounds, smarter prompt interpretations, prompt enhancement helpers, upgraded cover and personas. Basically, our smarter AI music generator that is both faster and more creative, more intricate, and pretty much better. That's the way to word it. I'm also very curious about these genre mashups like punk rock, jazz house, Gregorian chant. Let's do that one. Let's go right into it. Just jump into this. Stop wasting time. So we're on 4.5. You can see right here. Let's do, I'm going to do it simple. Make me a song, a Gregorian chant EDM song about parkour. I usually do parkour. We're also going to do this in real time. I'm not going to edit this video that much. I want things to be very raw and open because let's see how quick this takes. I'm also going to do make me a medieval. Let's make something like weird. I don't know how this is going to come out, by the way. My honest reaction. Medieval jazz dubstep song. About wearing a robe. All right, there we go. Gonna create that, and let's do 3, as these are kind of creating. So that I would say this is pretty quick. What it does, it creates 2 iterations of every prompt, in case you've never used Suno. And then what's gonna happen is we can do it. So right here, 4.5, and let's do one more. Make me a, I'm just gonna do. Wait, that's actually kind of interesting. How do I? I'll just do it. No. I kind of want to do that. Wait, confident as jazz song while grandma's cooking. Can I just do that? Does it allow me to? Okay. Oh, wait, I can randomize it. Dramatic male vocal. Nah. Rhythmic ambient techno song about when FOMO hits. Sweet East Coast. Nah, let's get weird. I'm trying to think of something like very bizarre. Do like rock, jazz, ska, glitch pop song about traveling. Let's do that. All right. Boom. Okay, so these came out pretty quick. So let's jump right into this, not wasting more time. So this is, remember, the Gregorian EDM song about parkour. Step on stone, rise to air. Ooh, okay, so right away, immensely better than version 4. Because one thing I want to say, no super quick preview, I noticed that the male vocals compared to the female vocals for Suno, there's always a big disconnect in the sense that the male vocals were the biggest giveaway that it's clearly AI. This is on a different level. So I want to say that. Take me there. Body flies, the ground's no foe. Really good. Momentum flows where winds will go. Dive, break the chain. I don't really hear the Gregorian chant though. Freedom calls in. Pretty dang good. Step on stone, rise to air. Ooh, I love the ethereal vocoder-ish. Take me there. Not as much vocoder, but body flies, the ground's no foe. I'm impressed. Gotta say right away, I'm impressed. Momentum flows wind. Okay. Wow. Ooh, I like this groove here. All right, so I gotta say, I think out of any jump I've done with Suno, whether it's like, I think I started using Suno 2 or maybe 1.5, then all the iterations or versions and updates after that, this I think to me is the best update yet from one version to the other, because what's tricky I've noticed about Suno is anytime there's a new update, it gets more creative. But the tricky thing, and I'm trying to way to word this, is this odd paradox of the more creative the AI music generator is, the more you can tell it's kind of AI, right? It's taking bigger risks, it's doing more creative things production-wise, arrangement-wise, and more. But this is insane. All right, now we got this one. Okay. I forgot what I did. What was this? It was like medieval rock, right? Or medieval jazz dubstep. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, a noble robe draped upon my frame.
Oh.
It whispers honor, yet it plays the game.
Wait, this is sick.
So divine, a touch of mystery with every line. Swing on the hem, let the fabric flow. Step to the beat where the rhythms grow. A clash of the old with beats that strobe. Dance to the tale of the noble.
Not a fan of the female vocals. Little grainy. I gotta say though, yeah, let it cook. Kind of a mid build, okay. It's alright. The growls could have been better. You know what's funny? This is actually a song, that's probably one of my favorite AI generated music songs I've heard yet, because it was super creative, like very medieval-ish sounding sounds, dubstep, kind of jazzy too with the way things were swinging. Like this is one of those songs that I actually might want to take the stems out, bring it into Ableton, and like start like touching stuff up, because this is actually, I've never, be honest, as a side note, I have never used any AI tools per se in my productions, in the sense that like never anything AI generated. This, I actually might take like some of the stems and actually make a song using this as like a foundation. Wow. Okay. That was wild. Okay.
Noble robe draped upon my frame. It whispers honor, yet it plays the game. Threads of wisdom, velvet so
Let's see where this one goes.
and decree. But here's my robe, that's enough for me.
Oh, I forgot. This one was about the robe.
With the silent and the brass beneath the swing on the hem.
Okay. Not bad. I think I like that first iteration better, but man, okay. Yeah, rocks. This. Oh yeah. Okay. Rock, jazz, ska, glitch hop song about traveling. This is pretty dang good. I'm impressed. Oh. The production could be tighter. Just like I said before, this one I actually might make a song out of too, because this riff right here is fire. I'm not a fan of the way the drums and the bass is produced. I think things should be a little bit tighter. Like I'm picturing a bigger like kick and snare, like something that punches through the mix a bit more aggressively, but you know, like that snare's weak.
Dust kicks up when my feet land dry, chasing moons across the endless sky. Backpack dreams and stories untold, through cracks of dawn, watch the world unfold. Whispers hum as the night train groans, steel pulse beats through railway bones. Dark road twists where shadows collide, wheels keep turning, no place to hide. Bridges crumble but I gotta keep moving.
Ooh, okay.
Every mile another stitch that's broken.
This is like 2010 style sound design, but you know. I will say though, it's getting better at the formulas and the formulaic structure of this kind of music, of like the call and response, bringing certain elements back from the intro or verse one, and like the bar right before the second aspect of the drop. So definitely getting a lot more just intelligent about. The one thing I will say though, when it comes to EDM specifically, is I feel like it's very clear after producing EDM for years of good versus bad sound design. I think the sound design aspect of Suno has a long way to go. But I mean, I think sound design itself is its own art form. Like, just, people spend years studying how to make more interesting sounds, Gotta say, Suno 4.5 is blowing my mind right now. Okay.
Dust kicks up when my feet land dry, chasing moons across the endless
This is tighter production for sure.
Dreams and stories untold. The cracks of dawn watch the world unfold. Whispers hum as the night train groans. Steel pulse beats through railway bones. Dark road twists where shadows collide. Wheels keep turning, no place to hide. Bridges crumble, but I gotta keep moving. Every mile another stitch that's proven. Clock hands
Dang.
melt and the stars
Wait,
keep fading.
Oh, this one's like a driving groove. I don't like that flow. This is good. You know what's interesting? I gotta be honest. Shout out to Suno on Stress. None of these videos are sponsored by Suno. This is some of the best AI generated music I've ever heard in terms of having a really unique way of blending really creative aspects, like really unique creative aspects with a solid production. Doesn't sound too cheesy, doesn't sound too computery or AI-y, if that's the best way to word it. I want to do a couple more iterations, and then I'm going to start cooking on some new music using some of these stems from these songs. I want to do... So I always love cinematic music. I mentioned that before. I'm going to do Make Me a Pirate Shanty that's cinematic song. Let's put epic. Like, I want it to be like epic pirate sea shanty type record about coffee. And then I'm trying to like, I'm gonna do something funky. Make me a funky country. No, let's do disco country. Disco country. Trying to think of like a weird, something that's like all of like disco country, meditative. I was gonna say house, but I don't do a house. Let's go country, mega reggae, metal song about. Try some. You know what? Bananas. All right, so these are getting made super fast. So I had to say, speed is definitely a lot better, I've noticed. So let's do this. Okay, I already like the start.
We sail the sea with mugs held high beneath the black and stormy sky. The waves
Don't
they
like the
crash,
vocals.
The winds they cry, but coffee keeps our spirits spry. Oh, brew me strong, oh, brew me bold, a liquid treasure better than gold. Through foam and fire, 'tis truth be told, the drink that warms this pirate's soul.
Oh, I love this. This is sick. Okay.
jungle green. We steal the beans so rich, so keen. Through cannon smoke where shadows lean. We drink to keep our senses keen. The kettle screams, a siren's call. Aboard the deck we drink it all. No pirate falls, no voice too small for coffee.
I don't like these verses, but the chorus is fire.
Oh, brew me strong, oh, brew me bold. A liquid treasure better than gold. Through foam and fire, 'tis truth be told. The drink.
Like, this is fire. Dang.
The ocean's
Dude. Alright. Similar start to the last one. Very Pirates of the Caribbean, for sure. Like, that kind of vibe.
We sail the sea with mugs held high.
I don't like these vocals either.
Beneath the black and
Okay.
stormy
I wanna see where this one goes, though.
sky. Gold green, we cannon smoke to keep our kettle screams. A siren's call aboard the deck. We drink it all. No pirate falls, no voice too small. For coffee burns within us all. Oh, brew me strong, oh, brew me bold, as pirate.
That one was a bit mid to me, I'll be honest. Alright. Two last ones. Disco, country, meditative, reggae, metal song. Okay. More metal so far.
Bananas ripe, a yellow rage. Jungle
This sounds just like metal.
primal stage. Peel endless might. Banana pound.
That one to me was just like a metal song. I want something more interesting, you know? Sounds kind of metal too. I feel like there's a point. Alright, wait. Oh. Alright, so can't be perfect. Also, I think there's a point where it's like you can only add in so many weird random genres for it to like let's do like heavy glitch hop song with disco country. Heavy glitch hop disco country song about B-A-N-A-N-E-S. Okay. I'm gonna do that. And then, you know, let's just do this as the last one. I'm trying to I'm actually shooketh. I'm pretty shocked of how good Suno 4.5 is. I think this is the best update they've done yet. I mean, wow. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever heard something in such a way that I'm like, I'm actually think I'm going to take this, bring it to Ableton, start, you know, adjusting things. All right. Okay. Almost like a Grizz grammatic feel for this one.
The sun dropping low by the old hay barn.
Okay, there's a country.
The fusion sounds ain't too far. Got a ripe yellow fruit in the palm of my hand. Taking life slippery sweet like only I can. The beat shakes the dirty, all it's wild and loud.
Okay.
Shooting through the crowd. Banana peels fly, we're slipping on grace. Funky lasers lighting up this country space. Oh, banana boogie breakdown dance till we fall from the wooden floorboards to the neon hall. It's country glitch lightning, sweet and absurd. Peeling back and while the bassline rolls.
This group here is fire. Like country glitch hop, this is sick.
Bananas my muse, so bend, curve, and sway. Swing to the chopper. Is out today. Boards to the neon hall. It's country glitch lightning.
Okay. Man, this is, you know what's funny? I feel like each one of these, or 90% of them, not everyone was perfect to me, but the amount of ideas I've been thinking, like that one groove there and that like almost second verse, I'm gonna maybe chop that up and do a bunch of stuff with that. But I think this is where music's heading, to be honest. I mean, I'll do my recap at the end of this video, but I think this is where music's heading, of people using more AI tools and AI-generated stuff mixed with human-made stuff, you know? Like, that's where it's kind of heading now.
Dropping low by the old hay barn, in a world where the fusion sounds ain't too far. Got a ripe yellow fruit in the palm of my hand, taking life slippery sweet like only I can. The beat shakes the dirt, y'all, it's wild and loud. Circus snap beats shooting through the crowd. Banana peels fly, we're slipping on grace. Funky lasers lighting up this country space. Oh, banana boogie breakdown, dance till we fall. From the wooden floorboards to the neon hall. It's country, glitch lightning, sweet and absurd. Peeling back the beat, twisting life's good word. Baseline rolling, rising to today and dance. It's country.
So, I feel like the last one was alright, I'll be honest. There's certain parts that I liked about it, certain parts that I didn't, but I gotta say, that is the best, for me, AI-generated music I've ever heard. I know it's a big debate of like Suno versus Udio, is like the Coke versus Pepsi or the Lyft versus Uber of the AI music world. For me, I prefer Suno. Just being honest, I have no affiliation with Suno or Udio or any of these, you know, but I always like to say that. But it is interesting though, because like I said, the trickiest thing, and I've mentioned this in so many videos, there's been a lot of ups and downs with AI music. And what you've seen is this kind of unique trend of it getting more creative, but you can tell it's AI because it's trying to do too many creative things. And then that gets better. And then it's like this up and down pattern. And I think this is the best combination I've seen of having solid production style, not perfect, but solid production style, you know, very clear, well-made arrangements, engineering, all that kind of stuff, combined with now very creatively sounding songs. Like a lot of these songs, these genre mashups, you know, like I showed you in the beginning of how that was one thing they mentioned with Suno 4.5, that genre blending tracks were now going to be more accessible and a lot better. Nailed it, you know. And like I said before, you know, it's kind of almost like what's going on with music right now, as, and maybe I'll do a video about this, but you know, I think back in the day you had just instruments, or like say like singing plus like instruments, right? Piano, saxophone, guitar, vocals, etc. And then electronic music came out, or synthesis, or computers, and now we have a huge blend of them, right? There's a lot of artists, you know, more than ever, doing both. You know, I just saw Zed at Ultra, that was like last month, and he played drums while DJing at the same time, right? You have artists like Grizz playing the saxophone while DJing. You have artists like Pretty Lights doing almost jam band style performances with electronic synthesis and analog and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it's crazy what artists are doing now with these unique fusions. And I feel like that kind of mentality of taking old school and combining with the new school is something that you see happening a lot in a lot of different fields and industries. This is something that's always evolving and changing. And I think with music, this is what you're seeing now, is using AI, not just be like, oh, let me pump out a song and release it, although there are a lot of people doing that. I've done videos about that. But I think a lot of producers now are realizing, like, dang, like, rather than go to Splice and get a sample that everybody's used and put it in my song, why not use AI to make in 2 seconds a cool vocal sample? I can split up the record to get the stems, because I mentioned that before. Now you can do that with AI. Get those stems, bring it into Ableton or your DAW of choice, and use it. And I'm not gonna lie, 2 or 3 of these in my head, I'm like, okay, I actually might go back, get that riff, like I mentioned already a couple times throughout this video. And that's the fusion we're seeing now. It's like AI generated stuff with human made stuff. And for me personally, like I said, I've not used AI in any of my own songs. Although, like I said, I've released AI music under my AI artist, the Infinite Lamb Chop. But I've not used any AI stuff in my actual songs, my human made songs, my Facero songs. But maybe the next one I work on might, because I gotta say, this is really good. And gotta say, Suno 4.5 absolutely is ridiculous.